Okay, sorry, we're a little late, sorry. Yo, by the way. We vibing on Reaper tonight. No, Greatsword is untouched on Zerker. It's just Scorched Earth that got touched. Yeah. You still... Arc Divider, Blood Reckoning Arc Divider is still exactly as good as it was pre-patch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That is a more considerable nerf. Yeah. It's a lot of damage. Well, because that was your spike. That was the thing that actually downed people, because you'd overheat someone for like 28k or something ridiculous. This is Op and War. It's Pump. It's dead. I need stacks first, actually. I need to dodge that. It's going to be a greedy pull. Oh my god. Good pull. I gotta kite off that all the way. That's reflex. I can't. You have Wells 10. You have Wells 2. Wells left side. I'd like to pull people into this. And then I'd like to make Spiteful unblockable, and then I'd like to cleave. That's a little suspect. No, I just wasn't commanding well last night. Lady gun, sure, why not? Oh, my wrench is 5 minutes. You know what? I'll catch up on both. You're good. Too many resurrectors. You got it. Stack. And they've got 340 supply in here too. Like, it's just laziness. They're not rebuilding. Pulling on parapet, right side. Got one. Lucky. Come on, jump back up here again. Come on. It's not that scary. You can do it. Second pull, right side, second pull. Ooh. Unlucky. They have 400 supply in here now. Yeah, how much you got tied up in buy orders, though? Currently buying like 700 chalk infusions. Okay, okay, okay. That's a lot of people. I don't want to be that close. Well. I can't really get to that. That's the Lord. Don't hit the Lord, man. Come on. Come on, man. Give me this FTL down. Yeah, there we go. Good pull. This is pretty bad. I'm super caught. I'm super stunned. Nope. That was a very long stun. There's no stun break available for it. So I firebrand tonight. Oh, Yaver is. True, and I got it was a 3-second stun. We got stunned in the tail, and there was no stun break for it. Yeah, because we got fucking stunned, brother. You can't move when you're stunned. We were on tag, got stunned. You went up the stairs. I am on a Reaper. I don't have stability or stun breaks. I am completely beholden to my supports. I'm just letting you know that they were out of stab and stun breaks at that point. It was me and No, it was me and True that got caught there and one other person. Yeah. Oh my god, it's a nightmare in here. Give me these. I should try and clean this. It's been so long since I played Reaper. Pack in front? Who the hell is this? Surprise. No, it's Indo. It's blue. It's Indo. That's Indo. Okay. It's fine. Like... well... Alright, don't camp your shroud for too long. Delete this Hollow Smith if you can. I have been pulled into the river. That would be like a buttress. It would be a support. It's a brace. It's got two T's, like the anatomy. I'm not gonna be able to convert that. This is gonna be bad. I don't have a lot of punish for this right now. I can at least get that Zerker though. At least my stability. Well, good thing they're all dead. Esco might need help in the river. He might be fine though. He looks okay. Good stab. Yeah. Okay. It's okay, they're pulling off. Oh, they're gonna be they're responding to Gary. They're gonna respond to Gary. It looks like they're just running, which is an interesting choice. Gary Waypoint is obviously contested for them, but Spawn is a faster run than where they were. I know. North, middle, gate, inner. Oh, where they come in from outer? I don't know, man. I don't know how to get inside the mind of war. It's war, I believe. They got in through this gate. Huge blue ink water gate? Why would you tell them? Yeah, that's war. It is the point. Decent. He's a banner man, dude. It's probably so much fun. You farm kills nonstop. Pulling right side. 3, 2, 1, pulling. I got 2 people. It's okay. It made me feel good on the inside just to succeed. It's not actually about killing them, it's just about annoying them. No, I'm good. There's no one there. Yeah, pulling on right side now, pulling on right, pulling on right, pulling on right, pulling on right. Thank you. What's this, Commander? Can you explain? Be fast, pump is close. I can catch these. I can catch these. It's gonna whiff. This is scary. What a rush. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. That's all of war dead. You have wells 10. You don't have them. 10. You have wells 5. Now you have wells. Holding wells, holding wells, holding wells. Yep. Damn. Gonk beat me on strips. You. Pulling left side. Got one. Beauty. You gotta love it when people aren't running stun breaks. Good pull, good pull. 5 seconds for mine. Not quite. Pump veiling. Just kite this out. I can save the dodge. Nice catch. And here, I think I can just camp Shroud. Okay, he's going down, sure. It's not a great pull. It's fine, though. No, mine's on cooldown. I just need your life force. I mean, if you go down, that's fine. But life force is good too. Conk, do you beat Tyrone on strips when you play at hate raids? Well, you're saying like he's the man to beat on strips in hate? Oh, yeah, okay. I got you now. I got you. Yeah. Because Conk and I are like neck and neck now on strips, man. We're gaming. East side outer, east outer. Yes, they changed it. We tried it yesterday. Ruthless, we tried it yesterday. We know already. Do you not trust me? That's fair. It's worth a shot. There they are. Going deep on these, and then yoink them into it. Got a couple on it. And then we shroud here. No! Wait, no! No! I'll be fine. I need to drop shroud though. It's not doing anything for good distort. Holy. I don't really have anything to do right now, which kind of sucks. I guess I can just do this. It's not the greatest. You know the one I'm trying to think of. A Spiteful Spirit. It's not the greatest Spiteful Spirit you've ever seen. But it was something. I don't think we saw how big the ring was at Gary yet, so this is exciting. Did we? That was North Camp we never got to. Okay. Yeah, that's about it, honestly. It's a really good change. It's been great so far. SMC Lord Circle is also fucking tiny now. Yes. The pillars are outside the circle. No, Reaper doesn't work there. You'd have to get a Chrono to do it. Good couple. Good more. That guy's also a Wartig. Who ping? Who ping G-chat? They're veiled right here. Just dump it. He did get out of the way. Good dodge. I should really be dodging, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's hot in front. Okay, this seems like an excellent opportunity to dump Lich Form onto someone. You have wells up. You have wells. You have wells. No, it was rezzed. It was rezzed. Ah. Nice stun in front. Holy cow. Too bad nobody noticed it. Lord pulses stability now, by the way, when the bar is up. Yeah, it doesn't, like, super matter, but... I don't know. Just look at people and see if they have stability. Wow, it looks like the radius on the stab is pretty small, because this FTL guy in the back has nothing. Hmm. Okay. I can follow him here. I'm big and strong. I'm gonna need to dodge for this though. It sucks that it interrupted the fucking axe. Sorry, it's just thinking about it. You have Wells 5. The Wells. This guy. I can get this guy. I can get this firebrand. I got that firebrand. Donk. It's so much smaller, though. Okay. Just leave him there as bait. Bully him a bit. There's a down over there that's like stealthed. I'm just bullying people. Actually, I think it got signated. Good block. Yeah, I didn't see an FTL ping go out. Might just be pugs. There we go. Greens will take care of it. Greens will take care of it. Greens took care of it. Killed content. Red map time. EBG time. Is Indo running tonight? I think so. I believe so. Apex, Hate, and K&T all run different comps, so you should talk to Nova, and you should talk to Bully about what they need, rather than just bringing whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we got fucking yelled at by Bully the same way the girl got fucking yelled at by Ruthless. Yes, I do remember that. Dot's scary. Or maybe not. I was skimming that conversation. It did not look like something that was going to get fixed. No. End it? Yeah, I got you. Same page. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say? Wait, screenshot it? No, I'm just going to go to Hate Raid on Thursday and record it all and then post the VOD to Officer Chat. Hey, Bully's got a different commanding style. Like, the way that he commands works for the people in Hate. They fucking love getting yelled at over there, man. Mm-hmm. Katie hates getting yelled at, man. Every time I ask people to, like, play better respectfully, I just get, like, fucking worse results. So I gave up. I do want to follow Famito one of these days. It sounds like he did good, too. Yo, somebody medkit 5 so they know we're stealthing. What's up, Senna? About World versus World? What? Oh, it's you're riffing on the title. I understand. I swear that, like, first of all, I haven't used Wells. I should probably do that. I swear that, like, I'll set a stream title, and then I just forget what the stream title is 5 minutes after the stream starts. Ruthless wants to communicate feedback to you, by the way. He thinks that the Gary ring in this BL is actually, like, still too small. So, if we could maybe iterate on that idea we had yesterday, where we actually just make the ring the size of the Lord, and you have to stack inside of the Lord to cap it. Sounds like we'd have at least one big fan of that change. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Party favors. Hello, welcome. Good mist. Were they? Oh. Dude, we're never gonna repair this wall, man. It's too big. It's too powerful. No, we only have 367 supply. It's not enough. It's like 500 supply to repair a wall now. It's all in Hate's Guild chat channel, Ara. Yeah, I feel bad when Ruthless yells at me, but I do shit in hate raids to make Bully yell intentionally. So, like, man, playing Firebrand with Bully and dropping symbols when he's calling for Firefields, oh, makes me feel so alive. Hey, Conk is like almost beating my ass on strips and almost beating my ass on damage, so he's showing up to the function. You running banner or dome, Conk? He can play anything. Okay. Because if you're doing that shit with banner, I was gonna be like, holy cow. It would die anyway, is my guess, because war is on us. We have like sort of 20 greens here. I'm taking all of them, man. I need that magic. Yeah. Maybe they need weeklies. That's why they waited for it to flip. Sky this veil out. People dodging slow. That's a clone. That's not a clone. They're S-keying. I'm gonna need Shroud to live here. I'm gonna die anyway. That was hot. I'm not gonna be able to recover from this. No. That's just like horrendous positioning. That's on me. I got lazy. That's just lazy play. Yeah, we gotta check out North Camp. We want to see how big the North Camp ring is. Yeah. Because that ring was fucking atrocious. Yeah, because the nodes are always inside the ring now. I'm not gonna be able to see it. Alright, I'm not there. You're gonna have to describe to me how small the ring is. Fuck that, man. Small rings all day. Only small rings. The ring should be like 180, and that's it. Also, we have not had crazy fun fights in that ring. We have had shit fights in that ring where people have trolled it with golems while hiding behind a house. I don't know what kind of, like, roamer mentality you're talking about, saying that that's a fun camp to try and flip. You can't. It's a great change. Yeah. You gotta actually go stand in the ring. Pump says they're done fighting us, by the way, because we're 3 parties bigger than they are. Ebbs asked to see if I wanted to do evens, and I was like, no, we're not gonna do evens. We'd have to sit 15 people to do evens with them. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, they had 20. Yeah, I told them good fights, but we're just really big tonight. They had greens. Yeah. God, I can't wait for the faded hour, man. Oh, I'm so excited for the faded hour. I'm kind of feeling like an 11 o'clock club member. What's that whisper? Read it. Go on, read it. I should get back to tag at some point. We're actually fine. Like, I'm not taking any damage. Okay, now I'm taking damage. This seems like a decent spot to heal. It's popping in while SHW is AFK. It makes sense. Popping in while SHW is AFK. I don't understand what you mean, but welcome back. Popping in. Oh, you're running with them. Okay, got you. And then they take down, so now you're here to stay? Yeah. You take down too small to fight the content, kill the only equal size fight. You should have, I say this with, like, you not having any idea, that it happened, but we farmed Ebbs into the ground for Pump because he only had 20, so we should have just had Atros talk to Ebbs and then they could have gone to EOTM and done 20s or something. I can't believe they figured out who you were so quickly. Bunk. The Dead Marsh guy. I feel like why don't you is a slightly ruder way of saying no. Oh, Dead Marsh Vegas said, why don't you? But he's also the guy who whispered me and was like, hey, you need to tell your guild members to not say mean things to other people. Punk. Oh, good, Commander wasn't feeling it. Man, fucking me yesterday, dude. I get that 100%. I don't know. I just, like, I haven't super been feeling commanding for K and T lately, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, Ruthless is commanding tonight. I only do Tuesdays now, since his work schedule changed. But, like, I don't know. I've had CEO back-to-back with Indo, and I think it's just, like... It's too... I'm not built for, like, the high-intensity, ultra-competitive fight. Sometimes I just like to run around and get a little goblin mode and dumb push and all that kind of stuff and everything. And it's hard to do that against groups that are, like, good all the time, and it feels like it's all I fought lately, so I think I'm just, like, a little burned out on commanding these days. But it's okay. It'll clear up when we have a different matchup. Just need, like, a week or two to perform the mind reset, get my mojo back. Yeah. We tested all 3 of them, and it shared across all of them. But you can do it yourself, because you won't believe me. No, you literally said that when I asked you when we were at Gary. I was like, what, do you not believe me? And you said no, and then I said, okay, fair enough. Okay, now you're just gonna gaslight me too? Wow, I see. No, you can't. We tested it yesterday. It's per RAM. It wasn't on cooldown on the other RAM, because you didn't ask someone else to use it. The Iron Hide cooldown is on the RAM, not on the player. Yes, but if you built a second guild flame RAM, you could also have used Ironhide. Yes, you can build 1 RAM per Ironhide that you want to use. I am going to lose my mind. I don't swear to God. No, I'm pulling the CL Mechanist instead. Out of spite. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying, is that we need to, like, build 10 RAMs so that we can just use Ironhide once every 6 seconds. No. Sorry for bothering me. Too late. I've already been bothered. Now what will you do? Well, like that's what he was saying in class leads, is he's like, I bet that ArenaNet didn't test this, and that, like, the cooldowns on RAMs aren't shared between, like, normal, guild, and superior. So that was one of the first things that we tested on Tuesday. Who am I fighting tonight? I don't know, man. We were fighting Pump, but we were too big. Now it looks like we're fighting CL? I also got pulled. Goodbye, forever, later. I'm gonna need to roll a heat. Nope. Nope. Thank you. Now we're just fighting like randoms. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring my own stab. I wasn't expecting it. It was also an mob got me when I got pulled. That was the killer. Oh. OP player spotted. I can kill that firebrand. Like, me specifically, I will kill this firebrand. You just rolled your stab. You're so lucky. I was gonna spinal into GS5, and it was going to make me feel so smart. That's super unlucky. You I can get, though. I cannot get you. Holy cow, nice dodge. You think you killed me? No, no, no. I almost died myself. I got yoinkied. I'm just fighting for my life out here. What are you playing tonight, though, Drovina? I will endeavor to not hit you with spinals, if you tell me who you are. Are you this Reaper? Because this Reaper is about to go bye-bye. Yeah, he's gonna tick. He was very low when he got stealthed. Nah, all good? Alright, well, then I'm gonna continue looking for high priority firebrands and spinaling them. We can do it that way. How many defensive utilities you got on your bar right now? You tell me how many defensive utilities you're running right now if you're gonna talk about not getting caught. You got Dolyak Signet on? Okay. Damn, I saw it. I saw the swords, yeah. Okay, but what's your third utility, though? Oh, okay. 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 Blue South. That's a clone. This Reaper is so horrendously overextended. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Yep. Got... not quite. Alright, now we're looking for someone to kill. This Firebrand? They have Aegis. Wait for the Aegis to expire. Aegis will be gone. Good dodge. Oh. Well done. That's a lot of people are going to lose in tail there. Alright, find someone to kill. That's a decent lich. It's one Vindy gone. I am going to die to this MO. Goodbye. Yep. Farewell. It's immobed with no resistance. It is a death sentence on Reaper. If Fireworks wasn't so good, I'd almost run Relic of Phoebe. Honestly. Just so that I have my own personal immob clear. Do I have an instant heal? 1. 1.25. I could run Blood Fiend and the sack is instant to trigger Phoebe, probably. 1.25, 3/4. Alright, your Soulless Mine is actually my fastest heal at 3/4 of a second. You would simply not get immobed. I've seen you in squads. Okay. I die on Reaper a lot. But I've seen you in different squads on Reaper. I'm not gonna explicate what I'm talking about, but you know what I'm talking about. Slandered? It's not slander. Like, there's video evidence. In fact, the nights that I've been on Firebrand and you've been in party, there's a lot of video evidence. So you're one of the only people on the planet who gets personal target and isn't a commander. Firebrand is hard. Firebrand's not that hard once you find the rhythm. If there's an enemy within like 1,200 of you, and either they're pushing you or you're pushing them, you hit stand your ground and then you use to charge your heal mantra. You glance at your buff bar every 2 to 3 seconds, and when you don't see a giant pillar anymore, you open Courage, and then you press 451. And then if you don't see a pillar and Stand Your Ground isn't up yet, you just use Hallowed. That's it. Like, everything else is just mash weapon skills. Maybe they'll do something. But, like, once you've got that core stability rotation down, of use Stand Your Ground, extend it as long as possible, because the worst thing that you want to do on Firebrand is overlap your stability. A lot of people don't appreciate how long you have stability for when you use Stand Your Ground. It's like 10.25 seconds. So, like, I'm going to use Nothing Can Save You. When this gets to 6, if I was on Firebrand, that's when my stability would expire. My stability is expiring now. That's forever. And the cooldown's what, like 20? On Stand Your Ground? So it's like you press Stand Your Ground once and you have stability for like half the cooldown of Stand Your Ground, unless people get stripped in like a null field, which is when you actually have to look at your buff bar. And then if you need more stability, you just use Indom, you open Courage, and then if you still need stability, you drop Hallowed. And then if you still need stability, you use like one charge of your Elite Mantra. There's like other stuff that you want to do as well. Like you want to know when to open Resolve, you want to make sure you're rolling Aegis in between the other parts of your rotation. You want to make sure you're putting weapon skills on cooldown, like using Empower regularly and stuff, but the most important part of your rotation by far is just making sure that people have stability. If you do nothing else, just make sure you have stability up. This is about to get a little hairy. Yeah. Doink. I want that banner dead. I'm gonna work on that. Come on, come out here. Get out here. Oh, I'm so scared. I hope you don't follow me. He's not following me. Is this Tyrion, I assume? Yeah, it's Tyrion. Ruthless can sing. Ruthless actually used to sing a lot more. I don't think Ara was here for the era where you would just bust out like 90s female one-hit wonders songs every night. It was like 2019, 2020 era Ruthless. They're just gonna backpedal off this. Let's see. Banner's gonna come in. Yep. Just ignore them for a bit. Cool young hip Ruthless. He's eternally 26. Oh, please. Please. Okay, good. That's an IOL, too. It's not like they can repair the gate to keep us from getting back in. Shit needs to be at 50%. It's impossible to lock us out. Alright, I want to find that banner. Yeah, gates and walls are included in the 50% thing. It is. It's completely unreachable. Like, I'll prove it to you. Never mind, it's reachable. They managed to reach it. World first. World first inner SMC gate repaired. If only it only gets repaired when it gets to 100. Then this would have gone very differently. Actual TW. I got him, True, don't worry. Oh, it's such a fast stance, man. He was ready for the pull. Just immediately pop instability. That's not true. There was a third group of players that was like, it should be 33. But it's only like 2 or 3 of them. You're lined. Not quite enough. Got one. I'll take that. I can't reach those, though. That's too far. I think he's gonna roll into this. He did roll into it. Beautiful. That's all our wells right there. Blocks. I shoulda used... I shoulda. I'm gonna die to... I'm gonna live. Never mind. I don't see reflex. I do see reflex now. Alright. Good. Got him. Wells are up, by the way. You have wells. You have wells. Wells. Interrupted. Interrupted. This should be fine. Maybe? Maybe not. No. Ban. I don't think I died to a Twitch bot promoting, but I don't think it helps. Getting popular with the bots apparently, man. Holy cow. Sorry for the distraction in the side window, by the way. I've got a wife in Maine who thinks she has COVID. I'm trying to figure out what sort of agency I have from here. Good dodge. It does suck. She has been working herself way too hard for a while, and I think it's finally starting to catch up with her. Just don't get pulled. I'm gonna tuck here because I have no faith in my stability. Alright, she is going to bed. We'll see how that works out. Nice barrage. Holy cow, who did that? Nice spike. This Mirage also pretty badly overextended. Good stun, good stun, good stun. Good fear, good fear, good fear. Good knockback, good knockback, good knockback. That's all guards. I could get that. Someone else will take care of that. I don't want to be here. Oh no. No, I'm stuck on a ram. I did not mean to use Shroud there. That's just the wrong button. He's veiling left side. He's only pulling, actually. Beauty. It's a little far, but I'll be fine. Did I change my settings? Looks sharper and more vibrant. I have not touched my settings in like a year and a half. So, I think it's you. But I'll take the compliment. Also, what's up, Booch? How you doing? Ruthless, so far, doing much better against Indo than I was yesterday. But I'm taking notes. There's a lot of cloud in here. Night Conk. He will never be back. Not good so far, Mr. 9am. Dude, I've been there, man. It is not a good feeling. I almost missed a meeting today. It was bad. I had a noon call with a couple faculty members from Vanderbilt to talk about some prospective work. And it was like 11:40, and I was finishing up something that I was working on in Planet Zoo. So I was like, I looked at my clock at like 11:30. I looked at my clock at like 11:40. I was like, okay, meeting coming up. And then I got like really stuck into working on this one piece of fence. And I stopped looking at the clock, and then I had this sudden moment of like, oh fuck, like what time is it? It was like 11:57. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get into the Zoom room, man. It was almost really bad. And then my advisor showed a couple minutes late too, because he got his time zones mixed up. So I got in there at like 11:58, and then I sent him a text at like 12:03. I was like, hey, you coming to this thing? People asking where you at. And he was like, oh yeah. It's been very ropey today as far as meetings go. Must be something in the air. It's a wasted shroud. Just delete that chrono. Pulling on it. Oh! Decent pull. Wells 15. Incredible instant rally. Wells 10. Lich me, baby! He's gonna drop out. Yeah. Just camp up. Yeah, Ruthless doing much better than I was yesterday. I mean, I think we have like a bit of a numbers advantage. When's the last time that Fightbot spit anything out? Have I gotten out of combat at all in like the last 30 minutes? Fightbot? Give me some information, please. Uh oh, Dr. No. I'll help you, Dr. No. I got you, buddy. Alright, we have fallen out of combat. Let's see if we can get a log to spit out. I res Dr. No. I did a good deed for the day. Fightbot? I think Fightbot has like given up on life. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think I just wasn't playing well yesterday, because it seems like this is not a huge problem tonight. There we go. Squad players 33, enemy players 63. Okay, so I have no idea how big Indo is. Darwina, how many people does Indo have in squad right now? Like, how many people does he have squatted? You can tell me, I'm not a comp. You have no idea you're so old. Join his squad. Also, why are you solo learning Firebrand? You're not gonna learn anything. Because you need to help a party. It's a little chilly. Oh my god. Just ask him for a shitty party. I'm a little stuck. I'm fine, never mind. I'm good. I can save myself. I'm good. I can save myself. I'm fine. He's gonna tuck up underneath that corner. The same spot I was last time. I need to get closer to tag here. Holy, that was hot. Overheat, maybe? There's a ton of damage on that spot. Oh, he's gone. No, that's not where I thought he was gonna go. I'm dead. I'll pass away. I'm going to pass away. I actually can't believe I lived. Said he's capping at 30. Okay. So he's 30. We're like 45 comped. But he's got a ton of pugs. I don't know. These are probably like 60v60 fights. That's true. Remember that anytime Ruthless criticizes stability, he's talking about you personally, and you should be offended. I honestly, like, one rev kind of goes crazy in squad just to drop random roads. Yeah. Yeah. Like, when I've played, like, DPS Vindy on reset, he says that log still shows around 60. Well, he's got like 30 greens on him. You know? Like, if you're a dude on Kining, you're like, oh shit, Indo's here. Like, he's not showing tag. And the squad is locked, and like, he won't invite me, but he's still here, so I'm just gonna personal target him and follow him. That's how fake tags have always worked. Plus, like, it's an SMC fight, you know? It's not like he can shed 30 people so that we can do evens. It's just kind of the nature of being on EVG. Everything turns into this giant pug fest. I just wanted to know how many people he had, like, you know, comped and in parties to compare it against us. Because there's a difference between, like, you know, a quad support party that's like Minstrel Scourge, Druid, Firebrand, Chrono, and a party that's like 4 Soul Beasts and a Weaver. That's totally different in terms of efficacy. Sometimes I do forget to turn Fightbot off though, so there might be like random fights from like SF and Gal and Saiga and shit in there. Immunes. Yeah, pugs can do a lot of damage, but you have to plan around the pugs, and then when you're planning around the pugs, you kind of have to adapt your strategy from what you're doing as an organized group. It's just like, it's a different style of world versus world. So when I'm thinking like, you know, what can I learn from this tonight, because I did poorly against Indo on Tuesday, and now we're doing better against Indo on Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out, like, how can I improve? And I think it's difficult to take a lot of lessons from tonight, because the texture of the fights is just totally different. Like, the numbers are different, there's tons of greens on both sides. The way that you choose to push is different, because sometimes you can't trust greens to go to places that you can trust your squad to go to, so it's like, I'm trying to take what I can, but the fights that we had yesterday and the fights we had tonight are just really, really different. That's all. I can't get that. The lip is there. Uh-oh, he turned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, unlucky. Alright, -1 banner. Holy cow, man. I'm gonna have to set up an auto mod filter. I'm gonna die to this meteor shower. There we go. These are all clones. Skip them. They're all clones. They're all clones. They're all clones. Dude, my stability? Thanks for the follow, Ocean, by the way. Do you prefer Ocean, or do you prefer the whole thing? Ocean is fine. You got it. They're veiling. I'm just gonna drop wells on it. I want to go like here. Oh no. He couldn't make it. He wants to go here. Alright, fair enough. So when they eat this tail, if they push around this corner, I'm dropping Nightfall on it. I'll just do it anyway. Collect a couple of them. You have wells in 5. I want to delete that Scourge. You have wells up. Wells active. Oh my god, the pulls. I need to dodge. I need to cancel my Shroud 4 and dodge. It's gonna be way too hot otherwise. Can I kill this Indy? I feel like I probably do, but yeah, not there. Shroud 4 should just be an evade. Can we revisit the idea from yesterday where being in Shroud just stealths you? Would have made my life a lot easier there. Just spitballing. Just throwing out some, you know, random ideas. Dude, no one knows I'm here, man. It's free nodes. I could port people back inside. I could be a hero. Everyone would clap for me, Chef Circuit. They would say he's so skilled. He's one of the best necromancers to ever do it. Professional green class player. Oh man, I'm so excited to get the recognition. Is the gate closed? Oh no! The stealth mission is compromised. Ah, the gate's open actually. So I'll just like, oh, good pull, good try, good try, good try. Nice spectral grasp attempt. Unfortunately for you, I'm very fast. Dude, stealth mission complete, man. Hope you have the confidence to join Indo before the link is over. If you join Indo and you're interested in improving, you should do it on a night where he caps at 30 and is not on EBG. You will learn more about how to play Firebrand when he's running actual 30, rather than when he's running 30 and has 30 more people around him. Someone on SHW accused you of nerfing overheat because you kept getting killed against them. Did you tell them to talk to Roy? Did you hit him with the I just work here, I'm not actually on balance team? Yes, of course. Perfect. Good. Also, I saw Roy in the Guild Wars 2 subreddit Discord today, asking people about what they thought about the changes. That was nice to see. I like seeing init devs pop into like some of the communities that are known for more constructive discussion and engaging with people. It was good. He's also not as intimidating as his reputation precedes. He's not, but also I don't fully have Roy's sense of humor figured out. Like I've played with him a couple times when he'll come to like an SF rally, and it's really hard to tell when he's being like genuine and when he's being sarcastic because he uses exactly the same voice and cadence. Like normally people will give you some kind of tell when they're going into like troll mode. Like mine is, for example, if I start a sentence with like, did you think about or did you consider? That's usually an indicator that I'm about to come up with the dumbest idea you've ever heard, but pretend it's like an actually good idea. Roy doesn't have any tells. So Roy will say some shit and he'll be like, you'll be like, I don't know if you're serious or not. Oh, you meant towards Indo. Sorry. Yeah, I think there's definitely an intimidation factor running with like guilds that have a reputation for being good and competitive. Yeah, that's on me. I totally misunderstood. But I get that. They're veiling. It's a question of like, if your goal is to improve, eventually you gotta play with the groups that intimidate you. Because the groups that intimidate you are intimidating because they have a reputation for being good. So, it's like, it's kind of natural, you know? Up, 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 up. Oh, he's gonna lose a ton of people here. That's a really rough double back. Yeah. Wow, I don't know why he doubled back there. I mean, this is pretty bad, but like... Any banner? There we go. There we go. It's crazy that he lost so many people on that double back, and he's like, still fine. You have fractured wells available. Fractured wells up. Fracturing wells, fracturing wells. I need lich up, basically. You have corruption up. You have wells 10. Yeah, you were intimidated by Shurf because Shurf is like not a very good commander. He's like an average commander at best. That's why I was losing it last night when people are in map chat like, wow, you're not a very good commander. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know. Why are you telling me shit that like I believe in my heart of hearts? I'm just staying up here. That's a really bad pull / knockdown for him. Yeah. Yeah, we got wiped there because he got pulled off that corner. That's really unfortunate. That was a very close fight, though. Anyway, let me see how quickly I can log into Stream Elements. And just set up like the world's fastest filter. Or would it be Nightbot? No, I don't use Nightbot. Who the hell do I use? Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Yeah, dude, Envy was fucking mad. It was a good time. It is Stream Elements. Stream Elements. Log in. Log in. Continue with Twitch. We're busy getting a morale post. It's the perfect time for me to set up a little automated filter. Spam filters. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Wow, I don't have any of these turned on? No, I want to build a custom filter. I guess that would be banned words. Create new group. Group name. Advertising spam. Ban phrase penalty. Delete message is fine. Exclude regulars is fine. Banned phrases. Add new banned phrase. Banned phrase is... Banned phrase is... Best views and followers. Save. Alright, let's see how that works. Next advertisement that comes in to this chat is going to get fucking deleted from orbit, baby. Do not, right now, type the phrase that I just said. Do not type best viewers and followers if you value your experience in this chat. Like, I can fix it later, but it's not going to be my highest priority. I actually don't know how the regular filter works on Stream Elements, so like on your own head be it. You also have filters on Twitch. Yeah, that's true. But I like only log into my Twitch panel to get validation for knowing how many people watch stream. I don't actually know what else happens in there. I don't want to get pulled here. Double bolt. Wow, we'll take your 3, 4, 5, 6 bugs. Northwest, northwest. Why does everything that starts with do not sound so tempting? So true. That's a clone. Don't get baited. It's a clone. Do not have a fun time playing video games that you like. Mine is up. Good pull. Good pull. You did it. You did it. Good job. Good pull. Way to go. Well pulled. Good traps, good traps, good traps. Just gonna skirt around the outside of this. It didn't go off. This is gonna be a very sketchy lich. This is an extremely sketchy lich. You're gonna have wells up by the time you need them. Wells ready. Good GS5. Oop. Nope. So, like, I could do this. Go goblin mode on him. Or I could become goblin moded myself. I can't believe I got through that. It's crazy. I can't be this close. I need to get out of Greatsword. It's gonna get me killed. It's too tempting. Drop it again. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm doing something. You have Fractured Wells available. 13. You're caught. You have full wells. He'll come to me. He's gonna drop, yeah. There we go. Just have to be extreme patient and then it's fine. Poor bully. I'm getting out of combat for him. I can get him. I'm out of combat. I'm going for him. I'm going for him, man. I'm still out of combat. It's amazing. I've got him. I've got him. I've got him. I've got him. I'm rescuing King Bullyfoot. One of the greatest support reapers of all time. What you think about those plays, Senna? Minstrel Reaper? No, no, no. You run Marauder Reaper, and then you just hand-res people. Then you call yourself support. I cannot believe that I did not get put in combat running through 2 fucking cannon circles. That's crazy. Go on, evade, it won't save you. Go on, be obstructed, it won't save you. He glided. Needed more transfuse. Transfuse on Shroud 4 is Reaper is a fantastic way to have no friends. Because you use that shit for damage all the time. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Vaith. Sorry, I was busy in filters, and I heard it, but I forgot to check it until just now. I'm sorry that you've had to sit here for 8 minutes unacknowledged. That was not my intention. I'm just, like, under assault by advertising spammers tonight, apparently. But welcome. I hope you're doing well. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, there's other groups that you can follow. Adbot's the new world versus world meta. I mean, I wouldn't be lying to you if my primary motivation for becoming larger on Twitch is to have enough viewers that the bots look at my stream and go, he doesn't need me, he's doing well enough by himself. Like, you really think Nova's getting ad bots when he's got 100 people? Oh no, he's going back. I can't believe I'm alive. It's crazy. I do not deserve to be alive. At all. Alright, unblockable, Shroud. I'd like to just skirt around here. Mash autos into the stack. Pull into us. The next Nothing Can Save You is going to go into Lich. That's Reflex. Stop killing your friends. That's still Reflex. I give up. You have wells up. You have wells up. Good pull. Wells at our feet. Wells at our feet. I should dodge here, but I'm not gonna because I'm too greedy with the spin. It's a little hot. That's also a little hot. Yeah, goodbye. We lost too many at that point. Survive at first burst, but dead at second. That sounds... You've given me one sentence to work with, but what that sounds to me like is that you are burning stability too quickly. And you are putting Indom and Stand Your Ground too close together. So that you don't have panic buttons for the second push. That's just my guess. I would reflect on it, and I would see if that's actually valid or not. But I know from my own experiences on Firebrand that when I burn my stuff too early, I feel like there's nothing that I can do for later pushes. And usually you can fix that by being more disciplined about when you hand out stability. Pogging, by the way. I'm pogging. 14-2. 10-2. JJ at 23. Hollows will do that. Zerker at 18. Zerk will do that. Luga's at 18? Yeah. You're never going to spike as hard as a Zerker or a Hollow Smith, but I think I was also top of strips by like a pretty wide margin. Yeah, holy. That's what Reaper does. You're never going to be top of meters, but you're going to be like competitive with bad Berserkers. I shouldn't say bad Berserkers. You're going to be competitive with Berserkers who don't get their bomb to go off well. But you're also going to like top everyone else in the squad on strips. So you can't just stack Reapers as damage because you won't have enough spike to actually punch through an enemy group like Indo that just runs massive support. But what you will have is you will be the profession that opens the door for other damage to walk through. And then you yourself also get to step through that door and like do some nice damage to people, which is good and positive. A positive overall experience. $11 club, baby! You beg to differ? Which part? Take a mid Reaper over a mid Berserker? I would only take a mid Reaper over a mid Berserker if the mid Berserker is bad at banner. Like if your damage is just average, but you know how to use battle standard, I would take you over a Reaper any day of the week. Because the reality is you only need like 2 or 3 really good damage professions in your squad to generate a spike that produces downs. Yes, Bane is red. You just need like 1 or 2 Hollowsmith overheats to connect or 1 or 2 Arc Dividers to connect. And then you're in business. What about a bad Reaper and a bad Berserker? Oh, baby. The worst of both worlds. You think running Reaper Boon Rip and damage is the reason it doesn't keep up? You don't have a problem keeping up with Hollows and Zerkers? What do you use for build? Are you using something that looks like this, or are you doing like close to death over Spiteful Spirit? Is that around where you're at? Because like I'm not doing curses or anything like that. This is a pretty damage-oriented build, with the exception of not taking close to death, because Spiteful Spirit is ridiculously strong on Reaper, with a 10-second cooldown on Reaper's Shed. Can I X and map? Yeah. How's the fights? Fights are good. We've been brawling with Indo. You don't run Axe Focus. Oh, you're running... Are you doing, like, Staff, then, for the damage off Staff 4? I'll look at it. When you link it to me, I'll look at it. Yeah, fights have been good. I mean, like, me commanding versus Indo, I'm, like, distressed, because it's hard fights, and I have to focus all the time. Here, Tyler, just do this. This here. But when I'm not commanding versus Indo, it's great. Like, I just do my job. And I focus on doing my one job as well as I can. And it's very relaxing. We'll lose a close fight, and I'm like, you know what? I did almost everything that I could in that fight. And I'm content with that. It's very zen. Especially coming off of, like, doing so much commanding. This looks like Indo. I see Chew tags. Alright, so he will have lost his greens, and we lost bomb. We're fighting Grim and Jade. Holy. Sounds like a good time, though. Spite 1? Spite 3, 2, 1? What the heck? Okay. I'll have to look at this in a second. I need to dodge. I need to dodge to live. It's too greedy. I'm gonna eat this tail up. I just saw an NG dome go out, so this seems like a great time to lich. I feel like I am experiencing projectile reflex. I am experiencing projectile reflex. You have wells up, you have wells up. Wells on the down, wells on the down, wells on the down. Yeah. There's the pop. That's a lot of green plus twos. Alright, now I can look at this again. Soul Reaping 322. You're not taking soul warps? And then Reaper 213. Yeah, that's pretty normal. I just prefer Relentless Pursuit because I overextend a lot. You run Zerker with Ranger, so you're at 80% crits, like 1 extra precision. I mean, yeah, but like you're not taking a flat 10% damage increase? Because if you go into Shroud every 10 seconds, it's basically always up. Like, I don't know what groups you're running with, so I don't want to say, like... My suspicion is that the Berserkers and Hollowsmiths that you're running with, I don't think are very good. If you are competitive with them on damage, but I don't know who you're running with. I haven't seen logs, so that's just, like... It's speculation on my part. I guess what I would look at is... In a fight... What is your spike? Because, like, this doesn't really depend on other people in your squad. This doesn't really depend on who you're fighting. You should be able to spike between 14 and 16 on Reaper if you're doing a good job. So, if your spikes are 14 to 16, then maybe your Zerkers and Hollows are fine, and it's just as competitive on damage as doing, like, Greatsword. But that would be a relatively objective number to try and get to in terms of thinking about, like, is the spike connecting or not? And if I made this switch, it would be slightly better. I could probably get to, like, 17, 18, 19, maybe 20 if I get, like, a really, really good spike off, but the Spiteful Spirit synergy with Reaper's Shroud is just so strong. It's so strong. Every 10 seconds, you're ripping at least 1 boon, sometimes 2 boons. Plus, you're connecting it with Shroud, which means that when you go into your Shroud 4, you're hitting people that are down boons. Plus, you can couple it with Nothing Can Save You to make it unblockable, because it can be blocked by Aegis. It doesn't have unblockable itself. Like, the synergies between those are just really good. If you really want to maximize strips, you just go, you go Curses. Because then Curses turns your Shroud 2 into a strip as well. So then you're like, Nothing Can Save You, Reaper Shroud, Shroud 2, you're removing 2, 4, 5 boons in like a 3-second window. Which is very good. DH is gone. We got a couple here. It's just a champion, though. I dodged slow. That's on me. Yep, that's just a slow dodge. It's like a 1/4 second slower than I needed to be. I gotta remember that now that we don't have like 30 greens to hide behind, I actually need to tighten up my own play here a bit. Sun is also, what else are you doing? 3. Chilling inflicts Vuln is good. That's fine. Like, I prefer Spiteful Talisman just because I am running Axe Focus, but if you're not Axe Focus, it's really bad. And then you're also using Dread. Inflicting Fear gives you Self-Fury. I can see why you do that as well. Yeah. Those seem fine. No, that's not a map queue. He's only 30 right now. These are pretty square 30v30 right now. We also have like 10 less squad members. So I've given this speech a couple times before, but it's worth repeating since we have people dying on ink. It does not matter how big the enemy group is, you can always dodge the first bomb. If you are fighting 15 versus 60, you can still dodge. So if you're like dying on ink against a map queue and you're like 15 people and you're chalking it up to numbers, you actually just need to dodge better. If you're dying on like second push, there's nothing you can do. That's when numbers matter. But like I will do this a lot when I'm commanding, where we'll be down like 1 to 2 parties against a group that I think we can beat, and we'll have like 3 or 4 people in squad that just give up hope because they see larger numbers. They're like, all hope is lost. We can't possibly defeat this foe. You run them into that group over and over and over and over again until they dodge the first bomb. And then once they dodge the first bomb, then you chalk it up to, you know, other stuff. But Chef, you're 42 on our count? Who the hell is here? I don't know where, like, you can see it. I'm holding down Alt. I don't know where those other people are coming from. We're 24 in squad. I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm just saying I don't know who it is. Like, I don't see them. We must just have a ton of greens on us that didn't follow our tag again. 2 fights in a row says 42. Hey, look, if the robot says 42, the robot says 42. I just want to know who they are.
Barely.
You're 26 with 5 greens? You're 23, according to my robot. Oh, here's who it is. It's this. Oh, it's Bully's sidecar. Okay, I got you. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 10. I saw Apex here. 11, 12. Okay, here's all the greens. Yeah. You're right. We're bigger. I just wanted to know who it was. I don't know if it was like Disorganized Cloud or if it was a true second group. So yeah, it's true second group. It's Bully as a sidecar. We solved the mystery. You're still in queue? They blame this individual. Blame... where'd he go? Blame... Here he is. Blame this individual right here. This guy. The one wearing the pants on his head. Treasure mushroom time. Good luck on your shoes. Good luck. Good luck on your magic 6,000 gold box. You're responding to gotta play better. Yeah, I know. It's just, it's a message that's worth repeating anytime anyone complains about numbers. Because, like, anytime a fight looks uneven, people will be like, you know, oh, it's numbers, copium. it's never numbers on the first bomb. It is never numbers on first bomb, because you can always dodge the first bomb. Evade frames don't have a target cap. Whether it's, you know, 23v31, 20v42, like, you know, whatever. Oh, sorry, my robot says you're 31. I was looking at the wrong number. So yeah, we're 30v40. Kiting. He's worked for years on getting the look right. Does he know that I play with standard character models? And that his fashion is lost on me? How does that make him feel? This is the first Guild Wars 2 stream you've ever watched? Holy cow. I would love to have your feedback on how your viewer experience is. Are you having a nice time? Can I improve? What was it that attracted you to this particular establishment in the first place? I am going to die. Never mind, I'm fine. I'm actually fine. I am still fine. I'm gonna need to leave again. I'll get a couple good liches out of this before the projectile reflex eat me alive. That's not really where I wanted to go with it. Cleaving, cleaving, cleaving. No, we lost. We lost this. We can't sustain against that comp for too long. Rat Key Bob said I was streaming and I was interested. Respectfully, who is Rat Key Bob? I would love to know who's out here advertising for me being like average at Reaper. Silk. Silk? Silk. The guild? Okay, the guild. Got it. Okay. Okay. That's true. This is a I am a Project Zomboid main. I only play Guild Wars 2 and my friends are running. Tyrone is not commanding. Oh my god. He's just Bully is a strong, independent guild leader who wants to experience being a small sidecar. He's so used to being the main tag with like 50 people, he just wants to know what it's like to be Little Spoon with like 10 dudes. We should all be so lucky, man. Yeah, also unofficial raid. Usually I want to PoE streams. Okay. I mean, I will say that, like, me personally, I've never really gotten the appeal of watching MMOs be streamed in general. Because it's like, I can just go play it myself. But it's always interesting to know, like, why other people like watching MMOs. Or I guess, like, specifically like watching, hell, like, just World versus World. Although I guess the World versus World stuff has like a slightly better appeal, because like maybe you're siloed on your own server and you just want to see different strategies from like different commanders and different guilds and stuff like that. So I guess like for that specifically I get the appeal. Yeah, exactly. Like I said it and then I immediately thought of the reason that you would actually watch someone else stream World versus World. Just the latency from brain to mouth was slow on that one. PvE on the other hand, like, ugh. Who would ever? Well, no, because I guess there you're like, oh, I really want to do Saracem someday, so I'll watch somebody play Saracem. Well, if you fall and like your Warclaw clips a ledge and then you keep going, sometimes it doesn't reset your fall damage. Yeah. 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 Dude, if you want to watch raids, you should check out Slash shoutout? Yes. It's Kiyoshi. Does he have an underscore in his name or anything? Or is he just like, it's Kiyoshi? He does have an underscore. That's sneaky little. You should check out It's Kiyoshi. He does like raid trainings every Monday. He was one of the first people to do Saracem on NA. He is a good guy. Yeah, tag is private tonight. Tag is comms only right now because Indo's a hard fight. You're welcome to like just follow along and wander, but our supports are basically saving all of their signets for people who have actual health bars rather than people who are greens. So we're not doing squad invites unless you're willing to like get into comms. I'm taking this rune. I don't... Oh, well, okay, he's going the opposite direction. I should be back on tag. I wanted that rune. Not today. One day, we're going to get that Warclaw leap, and it's going to be crazy. Usually are, but got a bit of a headache. No worries. We're also done in like 20 minutes anyway, so. We are not doing Zomboid tonight, by the way. When K&T is done, I will be done. Because I gotta go and do the rest of the script for the update video. And then tomorrow we record that. That'll be out on Thursday. And then everything you need to play Reaper and World versus World should be out Saturday. Getting back into the swing of things. Don't give yourself stability. The whole good DH pull. Oh my god. He's so far gone. Indo's here. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. I'm fine. I just had to burn like all of my shroud to do it. They're veiling. This is not a good hill to be a berserker on. But fortunately, I'm not a berserker. We have a lot of downs in there. I'm going to die. That's too much damage. Yep. No support left for that push. Oof. Nice meeting me. Yeah, you as well. Some nights we do open tag. It just depends on who we're fighting for the night. Like if there's serious fights, greens and people not on comms tend to be more of a liability than an asset. And tonight is one of those nights, but other nights you might catch us live. Or catch us open. What's up, your thing? It is Chef. It's me. I'm the guy. Okay, we have to inspect Billy. Wait, it keeps standard character models even when you inspect? No, that's... Wait. Star Sentinel outfit. No, it doesn't. He's using an outfit. It just keeps standard character models. That's so funny. Hang on. I guess I'll fix it. Options. Standard friendly models disabled. Find bully. Guild. Hate. Sort by rank. Inspect cosmetics. There we go. This is his carefully crafted fashion. It's an outfit. He's using an outfit. He's using an outfit and a dark matter cape. He didn't even make his own fashion. He's just using an outfit. Enabled. Who am I running with? K&T is tonight. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday is K&T. At least from 9 to midnight. Sometimes after midnight we go run with other people, but this is like regularly scheduled guild run. Chef being toxic with inspect? Yes. I am the person the forums warned you about. Yes, alright, fine. Fair enough. I tried. Yes, it's just a clone, but it's also life force. Cannot stream fully. Welcome. I hope your Firebrand practice went well. Where were we today? We started on blue. We were on blue until like 11. No, we were on blue until like 9:45, and then we were on EBG. And then now we're on green. And it's just been Indo the whole night. I would like to just be outside this bomb, if you don't mind, and now I'll come back to tag, now that it's safe. Starting to get a little spiced. It's a lot spiced. I will be pulling you into my nightfall. You have Wells in 3. Wells on siege. And then we get Lich. I will die. Goodbye. Probably needed to S key like a little more aggressively than that. Possibly even about face and W key. But also we'd lost like 5 people at that point, so. You were on green? Who were you fighting on green? Because we tried to go there and it was queued, so we couldn't make it in. There must have been somebody else there. Holy cow, Mason. He got the Lich of the Century off. Where did he do all this damage? Yeah, this whole spike was just him camping Lich. He nailed some people with autos there. Who is this white tag? I like that you call him this white tag. We are having difficulty working with our sidecar today for Indo viewers. We have 24 in the squad. And then we have this individual up on the hill. This individual named King Boomerfoot, who has decided that he is retiring from the 50-man Zerg life, and he is instead interested in being a small 15-man sidecar. But he and Ruthless are not currently used to playing with one another, so we're working out some individual differences right now. It is kind of unfortunate that Conk went to bed before he could see the bully using the white commander tag. He would have had a field day with that one. In fact, there's a I can screen grab this from the recording later. Or I could just do this. That works too. Conk will like that one. I have slight concerns. I'm fine. You are very overextended, sir. They veiled. I'm only going to spend one veil on that. Wells here. That's a bunch, but we're not going to be able to capitalize on it. And we got more. Okay, okay, okay. I need to not camp axe that much. And we're really just looking for people off stack here. I'm out. Okay, fight's over. Yeet. Dude, Mason's on one tonight. That's 2 fights in a row where I just have not been able to catch him. What is he doing? Double my damage on Soul Spiral? Oh, he got a second Soul Spiral off. Okay, that makes sense. This is the Shroud where I decided instead to use Lich. No, this is where I use Lich. That Lich didn't really connect. Unholy Feast twice? You know what? Actually, I don't think... I mean, he did good. I actually think I just played really well there. Unholy... Or, I think I didn't play very well there. Unholy Feast isn't even on my charts. I think I focused on Shroud and Lich too much and just kind of forgot to use weapon skills. Alright, let's try and recalibrate that. I still think our spike was good, but I didn't really, like, string it together between spikes. And that's where we have to keep that constant pressure on his supports. Lich hasn't really worked tonight? It depends. Like, getting a good Lich with the unblockables from Nothing Can Save You is good. Like, even if you get 3 autos off and then you drop it, that's still, like, 7,000 damage per target for, like, 3 seconds, which is good. That's a good spike. And that alone is worth using. If you burn all of your unblockable stacks and then you see yourself getting reflected, you just drop it and that's fine. Like, I'm sure Max got a good Lich off because he's great at Lich. Yeah, like here, he got 23,000 damage off of Lich, spiked it at like... What is that, 7k, 8k? That's plenty. That's a good contribution. Because it's what you're doing in your downtime while you wait for your wells to come back up. Tag up and sidecar Indo? Sure, go for it. Give it a try. Reds at Hills. Okay. I don't think we're really going to be doing that, but thanks for the scout. That's a Veil. Just gonna play a little coward. Nice pull. Alright, I got stunned. That's a clone. That's a clone. That's a clone. That's a pull. That's a pet, though. I just like... That's a clone. That's Indo. I don't want to pin snipe. Let's find somebody who's like not on stack. This Vindicator is really playing a little selfishly. I want to keep an eye on them. I feel like they're going to fall off stack and we're going to be able to spike them apart. That's a little far. Can't get to that. It's too deep. Ah, he actually didn't res it? Okay, fine. We'll take that. Delete this Firebrand. Pulls on them. So this is going to be a good Lich Spike. You see how this is where a downstack is? That's all it takes. That's all it takes for Lich to be good. And then you drop it, and then you're like back in your weapon skills, you're cycling through them. You're confirming this Berserker. Never mind, they're instantly healed. Wells up, wells up, wells up. Wells on you. That's a contribution. Like, that Lich is a contribution to the fight. We didn't actually manage to capitalize off of the downs, but it generated downs. And then where is it on the spike? Like, this spike is Lich. Deathly Claws? There it is. It's like a 9k, 10k spike. It's basically like a gap filler. You know? Like, your first spike is going to be Wells plus Shroud. That's your main front-loaded damage. That's all of this. You fall out of Shroud. You have like 20 seconds left on Wells. You put all your weapon skills on cooldown. You give them the 5-2 and then hit them with an Unholy Feast. Weapon swap, pull, Nightfall, rip their boons, and then nothing can save you into Lich. Spam Lich for a bit, wait for your unblockables to drop. Your Wells are back up, and then you Wells and Shroud again. Like, this is the platonic ideal of what a Reaper DPS graph should look like. Is you've got 3 spikes, and they're each about like 15 seconds apart. You go from 10 to 35 to 55. So maybe it's like 15 seconds. 15, 20 seconds. But you're trying to chain those spikes together faster than your enemy is able to assemble support cooldowns. The spike there is a little low. I would like to see these closer to like 16 rather than 13. But that's a good Reaper fight. It's not a great Reaper fight, but that's a really good Reaper fight. It's unfortunate that we lost, but like, again, you know, when you're not commanding, you're just doing everything that is within your control. And we did everything that was within our control there. Interesting. What's up, bud? Dubious. It's hard out here for a green. This is a hard night to be a green, man. Having to battle Indo. I wouldn't do that personally, sure thing. You will not make it in here by the time we tag down. This queue's not going to move. It's like 40 of us clogging the whole thing up. Only have thief. You should not come here. Any good pulls? This QI tag is... That's a spellbreaker, though. Like, we're never gonna kill that. How about a Scourge? They're doing well sticking to tag, but maybe we can find an opportunity. Okay, you will PP from the side. You won't make it into map, is what I'm telling you. This Scourge. I want this Scourge dead. They do have stability. They still have downs here. Eat these. Gravedigger these? We can get those too. Okay. Okay. That's a win. We take that dub. I'm not sure what happened to him, because he only lost like 4 or 5. But I guess we'll take it. Is he getting sniped or something? Do we have the one Mesmer on us that just like does nothing but mowing people? I don't see him. Moa into banner on commander, so we do have the banner asshole around here somewhere. I don't see the one that I know. But, yeah, something felt off about that. That makes sense. Oh no, here he is. SXME. You're looking for this guy. AT Gamer, find this chrono, delete this chrono. And then you will be fine. It's unfortunate, but like, known quantity on FA. You just kind of have to kill him. Yeah, he was getting mad at me in map chat yesterday because I called him a dickhead on stream and pointed him out to people, and then he got salty in map chat. He's like, K&T's a bad guild and you're a bad commander. And I'm like, okay, number one, I'm not commanding for K&T, I'm commanding for Chef. Like, it's literally in the guild name. I don't know how you could get that confused. And then number two, I already know I'm not a good commander. You're not giving me information that I don't have access to. You need to come up with, like, if you want to actually do psychic damage to me, you're gonna need to come up with something that's, like, more hurtful than you're bad at a video game. Like, unfortunately for you, I'm in my 30s and I touch grass every day, so like it has no effect on me. Ooh, good Scourge portal. Good pull. Every day. I touch grass every single day. And it feels good. What's grass like? Here's the thing that's messed up. It depends on the grass. Like, some grass is actually different. That's the part that's crazy. Here, I will give you the keys to the castle. Sure thing. If you ever want to voluntarily remove yourself from the chat of this stream, tell me that I look like I'm tired and ask if I'm like getting enough rest. And I will delete you from my domain. This shit sends me to the moon. Because it's true most of the time. Because I got a fucked up sleep schedule and I don't have the willpower to change it. That's the sauce. You ever want to like get a streamer mad at you? Tell them that they don't look like they're getting enough sleep. Ask them if they're worried about tomorrow, and then refuse to elaborate. Ask them if it's hot in their room because they look like they're sweating. That's a classic. Like, if you go to somebody else's chat and you ask if their room is hot because they look like they're sweating and you get banned, do not come back to me and be like, I got banned from chat for like doing the thing you told me not to do. That one is like on your own head, be it. Goodbye. Oh, good pull. Unfortunately, you pulled me exactly where I wanted to be. Oh, we have so many downs in there, man. No, we lost too many. That was a really good spike, but we lost too many right before that. That's too bad. Please don't do this. Do not do this. I am giving you, like, weapons of mass destruction in the universe of streamers. Do not go into other people's chat and, like, ask them questions about why do you look uncomfortable. Touch your cabbage on your balcony. Please do not, like, communicate weird, deviant things that you do. It sounds so sexual to say that you touched your cabbage on your balcony. I'm sorry. Maybe my brain is the one that's broken, but that sounds like an insane innuendo. It does. It really does. Like, I don't know if I'm the one who's got the fricked up brain, but... So you understood it? Thank God. Either I'm normal, or you're out here in the deviant hole with me. I also can't tell if it's a Project Zomboid reference, either, because, like, you can grow cabbages in Zomboid, and you can grow cabbages on, like, a balcony that you construct yourself if you want to. I'm pretty sure, like, definitionally, being deviant is not normal. Like, I think being deviant means that you are doing things that are abnormal. According to, like, Merriam-Webster. But I could be wrong. Like, if you're doing a bunch of deviant shit, and everyone around you is also doing it, you're not actually a deviant, you're just like a guy. That's pulls. This Spellbreaker is incredibly overextending. He's still doing it. There's your heal. But you're out of shit now. Good dodge. I need to leave. I should not be alive. I don't know how I'm alive. Pulls into this. Nightfall. I wish I had Shroud. Now I have Shroud. So when this Shroud falls, we're gonna weapon skill. I'm gonna focus that down. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I didn't have enough dodges to make it back there. Woof. My positioning was horrendous that fight, though. Like, I kinda had to take some accountability to just live, but I was not in a great spot to succeed in that fight. You always overextend. I mean, I don't even know if it's like a controversial take. I think if you had to name like the most common bad habit for a world versus world player, it's walking in front of the tag at a time that you shouldn't. You see it all the time. And I'm not even saying that I don't do it. Like, I overextend like crazy all the time, and I get punished for it all the time. And it's probably like the single biggest thing that I could improve as a player. But also, when you're commanding, you see it happen all the time. It's so obvious. And it gives you such an opportunity, because when you see people overextending, you're like, I'm just going to push into it. I'm going to catch these 3 people who are off tag, and then they either die or their supports have to burn a ton of cooldowns to get them out. And then you've got this beautiful cooldown unbalance that you can just push off of. Like, it's such a destructive habit to push in front of tag. Yeah, just one more auto attack. Oh, I just need to wait for this channel to finish instead of dodging. Oh, I'm just gonna like try and get I'm gonna try to get like 50 more units of distance out of this pole because then I'll grab someone. Like, these are the lies that we tell ourselves to, you know, feel like we're alive in a Zerg. When the reality is that, like, this is just where you should be all the time. You should be like 60 to 120 behind your commander. And when they about face, you should about face. Let's try and do it this fight, just to see if like we actually have the discipline. Maybe you needed to watch me? No, no, no. Watch me on YouTube. Don't watch me on Twitch. I'm bad on Twitch. Watch me on YouTube. That's where the curated videos are. I can pull this. I'll get you the link. I don't have a YouTube command yet. I need to make one. Honestly, as soon as I end stream tonight, I'm making a YouTube link. Because people are actually coming into Twitch now just not knowing that I make YouTube videos. That's probably more dodges than I needed to waste. We have to catch people here. Yeah. That's a res. Don't greed on it. Just don't greed on it. Yeah, Ruthless is just dead. He's getting heavy pin snipe, I think. But so like here's the problem, right? When you have a person who's on your side who is intent on like pin sniping and mowing an enemy commander to try and even the odds, it incentivizes the enemy group to do the same thing. And then nobody has fun. Because you are pin sniping the enemy, you are getting pin sniped yourself, and it just turns into like which commander can survive better rather than like which group can use their skills better. Now, how do I actually get a link to my YouTube? Hang on. Hold on. My channel. That's how you do it. There we go. Actually, I think I can literally just type it. It's like, at Jeff Plays Games. That's the channel you want to follow if you want to get good. Twitch is just like me going goblin mode on fights 90% of the time. And then 10% of the time going like, I should rein it back in and make sure I get footage that I can use on YouTube. And then YouTube is like 90% of the time, let's actually like show a good example that makes people think I'm much better than I am. And then they show up on Twitch and like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's not good at all. He ints like crazy. And then like it destroys the facade of me being a good world versus world player, which is positive. People should not think that I am like a good player. I am slightly above average. The most complimentary I can be about my world versus world skills is that I am like a slightly above average world versus world player. And even then, it's a little questionable. If every squad had 2 to 3 backup commanders, I mean, yes and no. Like, the value, and this is what I said in the MOA video too, the April Fool's Commander Camp, that's not actually an April Fool's video, is the benefit that you get out of MOA is that split second of confusion and uncertainty about like, wait, these are new skills, let me adapt my strategy. And turning to a backup commander doesn't resolve that, because you still have that moment where you're like, okay, I'm a MOA, like, you need to command for the next 5 seconds, and then everyone in the squad needs to frame shift to the second commander. It still achieves the same thing. Donk. And again, controversial opinion, I feel like being a goblin is the correct way to play World versus World. I actually think that I used to be a more competitive World versus World player before I started making YouTube videos. And now I'm like, I just want to, like, be a guy. I just want to make dumb plays that sometimes work because they make me feel good. Instead of, like, I'm going to play the most mathematically optimized way that I can. That's a good catch off that pole. Good downs. That's an interesting transfuse. Holy cow. Get me in there. I have been mowed. Sure, that's fine. I know what these buttons do. Never mind. My evade didn't go off. You're lucky that I was also in a Gravwell that was being used by a competent Mesmer player. Otherwise, I was going to have evade frames for days, brother. Go on, do it again. I'm ready. There's no Gravwells here. You can't hurt me. I know you still have it up because you're running CS. Show me your MOA. Or alternatively, actually, here, I'll do it for you. I'm gonna lich in like 5 seconds probably. Wait for me to lich, and then use your MOA, because it'll pull me out of lich. Ready? Get your MOA ready. You need to do it now, because I'm about to fuck these downs up. No? Okay. Well, I was trying to coach you on it. But, nevertheless. Like, if you want to use MOA, I'll help you be good at MOA. That was not a good MOA. But you had the opportunity to use a good one. So next time, and remember that I'm on a 3-second delay. So you need to, like, plan ahead. When you see me lining up lich for the second spike, right? Because first spike is we do Wells, we do Nothing Can Save You, we do Shroud. You might be tempted by Shroud. You might be like, oh, if I MOA him while he's in Shroud, it's going to pull him out of Shroud. Doesn't matter. That shit is like every 10 seconds. Do not waste your MOA on Shroud. Wait until I use Lich Form for that second spike, especially because that second spike is going to be showing up when Indo's group is also low on cooldowns. And he's not going to be well equipped to sustain the spike that even just like 1 or 2 liches are going to generate, and then you pop your MOA. Because it rips you out of lich form, and that shit is like a 2-minute cooldown. That's destructive to your rotation. Especially because you're using it as a space filler in your rotation. So like if I've got 20 seconds left on Wells, and I'm like, this is a good opportunity to lich, and then I get ripped out of lich because of MOA. I get out of MOA, and now I've got like 15 seconds of sitting on my hands where I don't really have major damage cooldowns up, because Nothing Can Save You is going to be gone. You're going to have Shroud, but Shroud by itself, without any kind of front-loading boon rip, isn't that great. And you have like 15 seconds on Wells. Now imagine if that's just like a guy who was running Elixir X and like isn't actually stream sniping and just got insanely lucky with an Elixir X toss. which is possible because there's like those 3 pig engies that are running around. It's entirely possible that I just caught an unlucky Elixir X and explained how to actually be good at MOA to somebody who has almost no control over where the Elixir actually lands. Especially because I didn't get CS'd afterwards. If it was a Mesmer and your, like, primary intention is just to annoy people, you would 100% CS the MOA. We pigs did nothing. The problem is that I like this interpretation more now that I thought of it. I actually think it's funnier if I just ate a random toss Elixir X. So I'm gonna stick with that interpretation of it. Oof. 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 Sorry, sure thing. How's the content? It's interesting. It's been good. Like, I feel like I'm playing Reaper reasonably well. We're struggling to deal with Indo's new comp in general, but the nice thing about me not commanding is that I can enter my own personal Reaper Mind Palace, and I can just do, like, a good personal job, and then if we win or lose, it's fine. His new comp is, actually, I could just send you a log later if you X up in my Discord DMs, but he's running Shattered Aegis Firebrand with quad support. So it's like SA Firebrand, Chrono, Support Scourge, and then, probably like Scrapper, Tempest, Heal Vindy. Maybe not Scrapper, honestly. Looks like it's just a mix of like Druids, Heal Vindies, etc. And then like Hollows and Zerkers. Yeah, I'll kick you a log later. But it's interesting. It's doing him a lot of favors because that Shattered Aegis Firebrand build like really just lets you grind a group apart if a fight goes long. So his stability has gotten worse. You can hit him harder on the initial spike, which does kind of favor us, but if you miss your initial spike, it's a nightmare. Because you can't out-grind him when he's just sitting there rolling Aegis for like 20 minutes. And the last patch was like a slight nerf to spike. It wasn't a big nerf to spike, but... Yum. He's gonna Veil. We're just gonna get out of the way. Bully's gone. Goodbye. Alright, Shroud. Get ready for that MOA. Remember. Because we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna drop it, and then we're gonna Nightfall, and then we're gonna Axe 3, and then we're gonna look for that unblockable. Here it comes. Here comes the Lich. Get ready for your MOA. This is where you MOA. I'm a big green fucking dude, man. I should not be that hard to target. You've probably waited too long at this point. I'm eating Reflex, I'm dropping out. You have Wells up, Ruthless. Wells up. You have Wells. Holding. Wells. Good discipline. Beautiful discipline. Beautiful. See, I told you it was a toss Elixir X, man. I just ate a random toss Elixir X. There's not actually a Mesmer in that squad who's like, I'm tired of him talking shit about MOA. I'm gonna teach him a lesson by using it badly one time. Okay, let me catch up on chat now that I'm done having to focus on a video game. Yeah, Burn Guard is super efficient. It's got me trying to rethink how I talk about those kinds of builds. Because, like, you can't just show up on Shattered Aegis Firebrand. You can't just be like, yeah, this is what I'm playing. You actually have to comp around it. But there's a lot of stuff like that, so... Thanks for tag. Alright. That is where Ruthless is done. So tonight, that is where we're gonna be done. Oh, what is 3 bound to? 3 is my about face. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You wanna know something fucked up about my keybinds? is that I spent the first 2 years of my life only playing Necro. And because your 3 skills on Necro were so strong, because it was Devouring Darkness, and it was Axe 3, and it was also your stability in Shroud, I rebound my 3 skill to like the fastest button that I could press on my keyboard, because like 80% of your damage on Scourge in POF meta was just pressing your 3 skill. And I've never changed it. It's the most inefficient keybind in the universe by far, but I've never changed it because it is like, it's hardwired into my brain now. It's actually not possible for me to change it. So it's unfortunate, but it's the way it goes. Listen, here's the Discord. We are going to be not streaming tomorrow. We're going to be doing the patch update video, and then we are going to be streaming World vs. World on Friday. I'm hoping, it depends on the matchup, because Reset tends to be very skill laggy. I would like to play the new Chrono. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it happen. And then also here's the VODs channel if you want to catch up on stuff we've done in the past. I am going to find someone else to stream, or to raid fast, because I don't want Kiyoshi to decide to be done and then have to eat a raid from him and be like, oh fuck, I gotta play World vs. World for another half an hour. So we're gonna go raid him quick before he can be done, and then I will see you guys on Friday. Till then, oh god, it's gonna take like 10 minutes to the raid up. Hang on, no, fucking, oh. Please do not raid me. Please, nobody raid me. I do not want to keep going. Alright, we're raiding Kiyoshi. I'll see you guys later. Bye.